everyone, my name is Tiffany and this is my channel, Who's Your Handmade. Thank you so much for stopping by today. In today's video, it's another episode of Hashtag Friday Sews. If that sounds interesting to you, stick around. As always, thank you so much to Jen from Today in Jen's Sewing Room for starting Hashtag Friday Sews and allowing all of us in the sewing community to jump on board with that hashtag and spend a little bit of our Friday chatting with you all about what we've been sewing, what we hope to sew, and a little bit about life in between. Thank you so much, Jen, for sharing that hashtag with us. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope that you will consider subscribing before you leave. I would love to get to know you better and welcome you into the sewing community. And as always, thank you so much to each one of my friends who have stuck by my side, supported my channel, and keep coming back video after video. Thank you so much for your friendship. It means so very much to me. Give this video a thumbs up. YouTube loves when your videos get those thumbs up. And leave a comment down below. I would love to chat with you. What have you been working on in your sewing room this week? Are you ready for a brand new year in your sewing room? I would love to chat with you down below in the comment section. So I have had several days off of work and I have had so much fun relaxing with my family and being up here in my sewing room. You might notice a new cabinet behind me. We've done all kinds of things. I've been up here sewing. I'm going to talk to you about that in just a second. But I've also been up here organizing, and I want to talk about a organizing challenge that I'm following along with. So lots of really fun things going on in my sewing room over the past about a week that I had off between Christmas and New Year's, and it was just absolutely so much fun. So let's get into what I made over my Christmas break. This is almost becoming a yearly tradition for me that I sew up a new Ep.70 toaster sweater within that week between Christmas and New Year's. It's like during my break that I want to spoil myself with one of my favorite TNT patterns. And I love a good sweater. So that's what I have made. That's what I'm wearing right now. This is a cable knit fabric from Joann's. I actually made this toaster sweater in this fabric in another colorway last year. So last year I made a pink colorway from this cable knit fabric, and I saw this green fabric in Joann's over the Christmas time when I was shopping for Christmas fabric. So I fell in love with this color. I love green. I love all shades of green, and this one had to come home with me. So I decided to just stick with what I know and what I love, and I made this cable knit into a toaster sweater. I always make the size extra large. It fits me really well. I believe that I did lengthen the front and back pattern pieces by just a hair, maybe like an inch. It's supposed to be a crop sweater, but I kind of like it to come down just a little bit lower. But now at this point I have pattern pieces that have fit me for a couple years now and I have not remade my pattern pieces. So I think that's the only adjustment that I've done to this pattern. Really fun, excellent pattern. I have talked about it a lot on my channel, but if you are new here, I definitely want to suggest the Ep.70 toaster sweater to you. It's a great pattern. Now I had a little bit of leftover fabric. I purchased 3 yards of this cable knit fabric because I thought I wanted a toaster sweater out of it, but I wasn't really sure, so I got a little bit extra. I needed about 2.5 yards in my size to make the Ep.70 toaster sweater. So I had about a half yard left. And what I decided to make with it was a little mommy and me matching sweater for Addie June. This is such a darling little sweater. This is a new to me pattern actually, you guys. This is the Waves and Wild Driftwood Dolman sweatshirt. So I picked up this pattern during a Black Friday sale. I think Waves and Wild had 30% off of their patterns, and I picked up the adult and the child version of this pattern. So it is a dolman sleeve, and I had enough fabric left over to use the all-in-one sleeve and bodice pattern piece. So this is cut all together. On the fold you cut the sleeve and the bodice, so the front and the back. Then you have a neckband, you have cuffs on the waistband and on your arms there, and you're good to go. Really fast, fun little sweater pattern, and I love that she matches me. Now, she liked the sweater, and hopefully I'm gonna pop up some pictures of us together in them, but when she put it on, she said, "Mama, I need a red one." Red. Why does she need red? I don't know. But alas, at 3 years old, here we go with making suggestions and putting her orders in for different colorways. So I love matching her. I love the idea of using up all of this fabric. I love this cable knit fabric, but I'm at the point now where I don't want a lot of fabric going into my scrap bin. I want to try to use it up, and this was absolutely perfect for using up the last of this cable knit. So I'm really, really happy with these mitts. I also took advantage of some late night sewing room action. After we would put the baby to bed, I would sneak up and spend a little time in my sewing room. And what I ended up doing was printing off a couple new to me patterns. The first one is the Pattern Emporium Sweet Cheek Sweater. Yep, another sweater. You're gonna see a theme here in the month of January, probably. I really wanted to give this sweater a go. I do have sweater patterns, obviously, that I love, that are in my stash, my tried and trues, but I like trying new patterns out. So I printed this one out and spent some time up here in my sewing room taping it together, tracing off my size, and I haven't got it cut out just yet, but I do have fabric, so I'll show you what fabric I picked out. This is a fairly new fabric that's entered into my stash. This is from my Fashion Fabrics Club order that I placed around the Christmas time. Remember, I made those green S9240s for my mom and my sister and my sister-in-law. And in that order, I also purchased this. This is a French terry kind of like sweater knit. It kind of looks kind of loopy on the back. Let me show you the loops. Looks a little bit loopy, so it's a little bit of a softer, a lighter sweater knit, definitely a lot lighter than this cable knit. So I chose that. I have quite a bit of it, so I have a lot to play with. I think there's 3 yards here. And then on the Sweet Cheek sweater, they actually have some options for color blocking. There's a V neckline that I'm going to do in the front that I want to do a little color blocking on. So I pulled this out of my stash very hesitantly, you guys. This is the slinkiest rib knit that I have in my stash. I purchased this from Fabric Mart Fabrics eons ago for $1.99 a yard. Very, very cheap, you guys. But I really got what I paid for because this stuff is super, super slinky. It's stretchy. So I don't know. I don't know if I really even want to use it. It does match my color really well, so it would definitely kind of tone down the craziness of this. But that fabric, I know, is absolutely horrifying to sew with. I made a pair of joggers actually with this gray fabric, and I about lost my mind. So we'll see how that one goes together. So that's my Sweet Cheek sweater. And I had already printed off the pattern pages for the Peekaboo Patterns adult shirt jacket. It's a jacket, but they call it a shirt jacket. So I had already printed that off, but I hadn't taped it together yet. So I spent a couple late nights taping it together, and I'm gonna trace off my sizes, and I have fabric here in my stash to use. I have a lot of fabric, actually. It is a giant bundle of beautiful flannel. Now this flannel came from Hobby Lobby. It's kind of a teal minty green colorway. It's a little dark there on the camera, but very beautiful. I love these colors, and I think I have like 6 yards of it. So hopefully I have plenty to make that adult shirt jacket. I also have some Sherpa down there in my stash. I'm not gonna pull that out because it sheds like nobody's business. So it's gonna be for the lining for that shirt jacket, hopefully. If you have any tips for working with that Sherpa, let me know. Please let me know down below. I'm a little intimidated by it for sure, and it does shed, like I said, it gets everywhere. So that is 2 new patterns that are coming up here in the near future. I kind of had planned January to be all about me. I wanted to take January to kind of focus back in on sewing for myself after sewing so many Christmas presents and all the rush and the busyness of Christmas. I wanted to kind of step back and take a break and just kind of spoil myself with some new makes. Obviously, that little sweatshirt for Addie was an addition that I was not planning on doing, but I'm so happy that I did. I do have a super secret collab coming up in January. I'm super excited about that, so that's also coming up on the channel. And then we'll be talking on Tuesday about my Make 9, whether it was beneficial to have one last year and whether I'll have one this year. So I'm really excited to talk with you guys about that. Now, for the organizing and the decluttering that I've been doing up here as well, it's been so freeing. It's a great January reset. So if you're feeling a little bogged down after Christmas, your sewing room, your craft space is an absolute mess, maybe you'll want to get in on some of these challenges. The official challenge that I'm trying to follow here in the month of January is hosted by Just Get It Done Quilts. She's the one that created this challenge, and she puts it on through an official website. She actually has a blog post. She'll send you emails. There is even a Facebook group that I've joined. It's been a lot of fun, you guys. I will link her initial video down below. You guys probably already know about it. She has a massive YouTube channel. But just in case you haven't heard of it, I will definitely link it down below. It's been a lot of fun to be in that group on Facebook as well, just to see how other people are trying to organize and declutter in the month of January. And a lot of people are posting pictures of their sewing spaces, which is kind of inspiring, you guys. Even if you have a mess, what you think is a mess, it's kind of inspiring to see someone else's space. Maybe you can get some organizing tips from them, see what tricks they're implementing, and it's been a lot of fun to collaborate there on that Facebook group. That challenge did begin on January 1st, but if you're a little bit behind in joining in, that's okay. You could extend this challenge into February or take several months to get it done. I'm not real sure how good I'll be at it. I've never done it before, but so far I'm keeping up with it with the daily prompts, so it's been a lot of fun. As far as organizing up here in the sewing room, I have unpacked some more boxes. The hubby has built me another large Calyx unit. We purchased one in December when we went to IKEA. We purchased another 4x4 just because I have so much stuff that needs to be organized up here, you guys. And he hung my 4 square pegboards, so I bought 4 of the large IKEA pegboards for a 4-patch up on my wall over there, and he hung those up for me. I actually had to go white to get all 4 of them to look alike, so now I have 2 orphans. I'm looking at them over there, so I need to get those up on a wall. I think I want to do them over there by my ironing station, make them into something of a vision board with patterns that I want to try or projects that I have coming up. Also organized drawers, put away excess patterns, just did all kinds of things up here in the sewing room. Had a great time. I'm feeling refreshed. I'm feeling excited to be in my space. So like I said, if you're feeling a little bogged down here at the beginning of January, maybe taking a few minutes to just reset yourself, organize a little bit, clear out some trash or some stuff that's not really supposed to be in your sewing room, that might really motivate you to want to get back in there and get back to sewing. I will put some pictures at the end of my video of what we've accomplished through our week here at home and give you a little mini tour of some updates to my sewing. I did receive one Christmas card in the mail this week, and I definitely want to show it off. This beautiful card is from Cassie from, where could she be from? From Texas. I love this card so much, Cassie. Thank you so much for taking the time to send it to me. Love that card. That is so cool. It gives me a little picture of your region of the country. Thank you so much, Cassie, for the sweet card. And thank you so much to everyone who sent me a card and participated in my Christmas card exchange. If you have not received a card from me in exchange, hold on, they're on their way. I'm taking a little bit longer to get through mailing them out, but they will be coming to you very, very soon. Thank you so much, guys, for participating in that. I have loved receiving your cards and your sweet notes this Christmas season. Okay, I think that's gonna do it for this hashtag Friday Sews. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment down below. I would love to chat with you. What are you doing this weekend? Anything going on in your life, or are you sewing? doing. I would love to chat with you down below. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.